Hello everybody and welcome to episode 12 on the GooseV2. The build is now done and I just want to go over a few things before we take it to the lake. This is the front fuselage. It's covered with covering film. I got it directly from China, but it's the same stuff Hobby King sells. And the underside, the black area of the fuselage, is covered in glass cloth with epoxy resin, and then it's painted and it's covered with a clear lacquer. On the separation between the black paint and the blue covering film, the yellow band stripe goes over it. I had to be really careful with the iron to not melt the paint, and when it was on, then the clear lacquer went over it to seal it off. Let me just put it on the stand and open up the hatch. The hatch is also covered and the inside is painted. The windows are glued in using epoxy, and it is a bit of a friction fit and the magnets hold it in place. Take a look inside. The landing gear is installed, the high-tech servo with the driving system. It's all set up and works fine. This is the battery tray. The battery fits in here. I was very lucky because my CG was okay with the battery about in the middle of the tray, so that was perfect. Other things to mention about the front fuselage is the gear covers, the little gear doors. They are spring loaded and it works fine. So let's take a look at the next part, the aft fuse and the tail. Same method used as on the front fuse. This is glossed and painted, this is covered, yellow band, clear lacquer over it, and also the wood. Take a look real close, you see that it's shiny. It has a layer of epoxy on it, and after that a layer of clear lacquer. So let's mount it on the fuse. There are these nylon bolts attached to the rear of the front fuselage. You can adjust them, and as you can see there is no slop on the bolts. And this is because there is an extra pair of nuts on the inside. Take a look on the inside and zoom in on the bolts, please. I hope it is visible for you guys. That's why there is no slop in the bolts. So let's mount it. The canopy lock fixes the aft fuse in place. And for now we keep it retracted. There's only one connector you have to put on, which is this one. You just slide it in, over the bolts, put it down, canopy lock in place. This is fixed now, you can see very easy and fast. Then we move on to the wings. The wings are completely covered with covering film. It was a bit of a tidy job to get the separation between the blue nacelle and the yellow wing correctly. Just use several new number 11 blades and it works fine. For this GooseV2 I did not use separate wing tubes, but I just glue them in so I can't forget them when I go flying. And these are the wing bolts. These are regular nylon screws, and I turn them into thumb screws using laser cut parts. So you don't need any tools to assemble the goose when you're at the field. Also for one wing we have two connectors, one servo connector and the power wires to the motor. And I will show you now, before I assemble it. This is the tip float. It's finished in the same method as the aft fuse and the front fuse. And it fixes in this slot. And it's fixed with magnets, so that works fine also. Well, let's start with the other wing. So if the cameraman can move over there. He's keeping silent, but he's doing a very good job. Just sanded the edges of the carbon tubes to make it a little bit more easy to get them in the outer tubes in the wing. And when the wing is about like this, you can mount it, but you don't have to hide the plug like I do now. At first the power connector, and that is on the servo connector. There's one wing on. Now we get to the other side. You have to hold the fuselage when only one wing is attached, because otherwise it falls over to the side. Because obviously the wings have a little bit of weight in them with the motors on and the electronics and everything. Same here, 2 plugs, 2 connectors, slide the wing on and you're all set. Now let's take a look inside. Now I'm gonna mount the wing bolts. They just really slide into here easy. There are 4. It's very easy to find the hole just behind the brass tube. While I'm doing that, take a look at the very nice dummy radials. Those are from Parkfire Plastics. Really give a realistic look. And the propellers are from Motion RC. And these are the 12-inch 3-bait counter-rotating propellers, which usually go on the Flightline F7F Tiger Cat. But with some modification they fit the Goose quite nice. And obviously it's a big benefit that they are counter-rotating, so you don't have any counter torque. You need to compensate with rudder. Let's get the other tip float in. Fits nice. Well, the model is now basically ready to go. Stir my transmitter room, make sure the right model is selected. All the switches are in the right position. This is one 6200 milliamps LiPo. Should be more than enough to power this model. Let's take a look inside how it fits. You can adjust the front and back plate to another position to move the CG. No hook and loop tape or anything messy, but there's just a single bar to hold it down. With a lock with 2 magnets and it's fixed like this. And then let's connect the power wires. Immediately the gear moves down. Let's take the heads on again. And here we have one working Goose. Zoom in on the landing gear, please. The tail servo is buzzing a bit. You'll need to make some adjustment to it. Let's take a look at the tail wheel. The main retracts are powered by a single retract servo, and the tail wheel is just a high-tech micro servo. Elevator linkage. Take a look at the elevator. It's all hidden, there's nothing inside, but there's nothing outside. Everything is inside the model. Rudder. Those are both powered with high-tech Mighty Minis. Then the ailerons. Those are also powered with the same servo as, take a look from the bottom, as from the tail wheel. Works really nice. I made some lights on the model, landing lights on the front. And Well, my dummy radial is hitting the motor, so I have to make an adjustment to that. And the other thing I wanted to show you is the differential steering, because when I'm moving the rudder right now, nothing happens. But if I hold this spring-loaded switch and I move a little bit left rudder, you see the right motor is turning, and the other way around. Well, I really have to adjust my radials because they are walking against the engine. Well, the dummy motor problem is now fixed. It was very easy to do. I just used my heat gun and with a screwdriver on the edge of the cowl and on the back of the dummy, I just bent it a little forward and then I heated it with the heat gun and let it cool down while holding it in the correct position. And this way the problem was solved. There was another thing I forgot to show you, and that is an inside look on the retract mechanism. So please take a look at here. This is the high-tech retract servo I was talking about earlier, and this is the driving system. And this is how it works. And it's going a little rough now because the Goose has moved on the stand and the wheels are blocked by the stand. So let's see the smooth operation. When setting this up, you really have to take care that these levers do not extend into the fuselage side. So there just need to be a few millimeters between it and then you're safe. Well, let me just show the motor move freely now. Without any strange noises. So we're all set. Let's head to the water and see if everything works as it should. Nou, gaan we het model filmen. Well, let's see if the hull is watertight. Floats. There's a little water in the hull. Just there at the back we have a little water entry. That needs to be fixed before.